Hey everybody, Chris Bassett here. I'm playing Final Fantasy XI on the private server CatseyeXI, buddy! And I'm gonna show you my cleavage. What? Alright, so I recently figured out how to do cleaving. You get your warrior up to 75, and you get the skill level needed over 300. It's over 300! Once you do that, then you have access to the Fell Cleave weapon skill. And so I'll demonstrate a little bit of that, and you can take a look at it. I was getting roughly, like 20,000 EXP per 5 minutes as an ace account, so interesting way to do that. But you will need some prerequisites, you'll need some merits, so dump some merits into your great axe. So 8 out of 8, master 8. You gotta get that high, buddy. You'll need 2 very important pieces of equipment. So I think the only way to get up to 302 is with the Fortitude Torque. So you'll need that for the +7, and then the Domain Invasion X-Tab that has +3. So with those merits and those equipment, you can now get to 302. If you look carefully, go through your spell list, it'll show up at the bottom here. And I was running into some tricks. So I'll show you how to get that. If yours isn't showing up in your weapon skill list, I'll show you how to fix that. Okay, let's go over to the merit camp. There's dead people. I see dead people. All right, pal. Hey, I must have had too much drinks. It's only Thursday, buddy. Not even the weekend yet. Okay, so I don't know. Put any comments down below as to your favorite camp. I only know like 2, so let me know what you think, pal. But what you want to do is get access to the EXP guide here. So there is a quest. Questies 1, 2. Go over to the Wickles. Go to quests. I think it's like down in the bottom right. And look for near-death experience. So once you perform this quest, you can hit domain expansion. It'll run you through the quest. Basically, go to safe hold. And then you go to these 3 places. Collect pages and then fight this buggard. I think it's like level 60. There it is. It's not that tough. It says trusts are despawn, but still, it's like easy prey, basically. So, once you get that quest done, you get access to the guide. Got it. So we are going to go to a secret menu, so if you highlight the guide, trade at 1 gil, it'll give you some secret merit camps, and you can go to BKB Bay. Now, you don't need the guide access, right? This will just dump you basically in front of where we're going. You could just run over to BKB Bay and then run down to the location we're at. But this is definitely the fastest way. And then I think we are going to need some food. You're going to need some gear, obviously, in order to make this successful. I'm running Monk as my sub-job, so I found that to be pretty effective. There was some discussion in the link shell whether you want to choose like Paladin / Blue Mage, but you're going to need something with a little bit of sustain. And I think Monk, has the ability for counterattacks. Your job trait, counter comes into effect, and then we're also going to be taking advantage of focus and dodge. So those 2 are nice. And then a little bit of chakras. So the main thing that makes this work is Warrior's Retaliation ability. Retaliation basically allows you to counterattack. So the only penalty is movement speed, but you counterattack pretty often. So what we'll do is we'll grab a bunch of mobs. We'll grab all 13 crabs, and then once they're all on us, you get TP in like a second, and so you can weapon skill real fast, knock them down. Okay, let's head over there, and then we'll talk a little bit more about other necessities. So, like I said before, if you have any other camps... I'm stuck on a tree! Any other camps, let me know. But we're down here. Looks like the crabs are like down like here on the map of BKB Bay. I think you can do the Fs as well. So if the crab camp is taken, you can do the Fs. I like the crabs just because it seems like they have less annoying TP moves. Okay, so I think, in my experience, you probably have room for at least 1 to 2 leeching, but you need to be level 66 or higher to get EXP. So you'll probably want, your EXP. You could use your Sprout Beret. You could use your E-Chad ring. You want to go ahead and set up your records of eminence. So have, like, you know, deal 500 damage equipped, because every time we hit a crab with this, we're doing like 500 damage. So this will fly up there. Or like water crystals, because I think the crabs drop water crystal. Conflict, Beakabee Bay for sure. What else? Anything else? Anybody? Help. I need an adult. But I think that looks good. Okay. So we're going to want trusts. So get your trusts out. We're going to need 3 healers at least. So I like Koopy, Koru, and Apuru. Koru's going to be probably the most critical because he gives you Phalanx 2, which will help with damage mitigation and haste. The other 2, you're going to want Protect and Shell. And then for food, it was a toss-up between attack food and defense food. I'm not sure which was best yet. But if you hit the sanction button, you can choose food duration. And then now we can double our food duration. So I'm going to slap in... looks like the rabbit pie gives you 100 attack and 100 defense. So we're going to eat one of these. Okay. Now you can see my trust list is only up to 4, so if you wanted to fill in the rest of the trusts, you can either put some party members in there, or if you're going for max XP because you're soloing, you know, put Koopa Freed in for 20% EXP bonus. And then I kind of liked either Quiltada, because I think he gives like double attack and store TP, or Olima, because she gives accuracy and attack. So either one's fine. Okay, so the basic strategy here is, you know, once you have all your people out, just go ahead and we're going to aggro, you know, pop your retaliation. We're going to start attacking one crab, and we're going to let the trusts buff. Once we have Phalanx on from Koru, then we're good to go. So I unlock the crab, untarget the crab, so I can free run. And then you're going to pop Defender, Dodge. Okay, we got Phalanx. Defender, Dodge, and Focus. Crab's aggro to sound. Okay, so now we're off. So we're just going to grab everybody. Come here, you! Just run through the area. They are all going to aggro you. Try to pick them up. The one thing that can cause problems is if your healer starts cure bombing you right away, they will take aggro from the crabs, and then it kind of gets messy. So if you can help it, get down to this corner. Then once they're all here, Fell Cleave. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Oh my god. If you are having problems, this is what you do to fix your Fell Cleave. Unequip your grip, and then re-equip your grip, and it should be back in the weapon skill list now. There it is. So it seems like when I zone, it messes up, but otherwise, then we can just cleave. Make sure you take Defender off, and then just spam it out, buddy. We'll take a look at the gear in a second. But yeah, if you are having problems with Fell Cleave popping up in your weapon skill list, then equip and re-equip your grip. You can see I'm getting TP back like crazy. So we're just going to shred them. You can see all the deal damage things for the Records of Eminence. You get TP in like 2 seconds. And then each crab gives between like 900 to 1300 EXP. So you do the math. Let's say roughly on average you're getting like 1000 to 1100. That guy was 1600. And maybe we could take a look at it and see what it's actually giving. But it's roughly like 20,000 EXP per 5 minutes. Because we got to wait on cooldowns. You can see I'm tracking all my cooldowns over here. And the last couple crabs take a while to kill because now retaliation isn't kicking in anymore. But die, buddy! We got 1 more, 2 more. And then repops happen in about 5 minutes or something. Okay, for this last guy, he's got 22% health. I don't know if I was out of range for him, but I've got a Raging Rush macro hooked up. So we'll smack him. Smack him in the dick! What? Grab his dick and twist it! Okay, that's aggressive. Okay, pretty simple. So everything's dead. And you just go ahead and run back up to the top. And, you know, your trusts, the MP and stuff is like halfway. We're already starting to get repops again from that first guy we killed. So you'd come back up to the top. dismiss all your trusts, resummon everybody, and repeat. So it looks like we've got 20 seconds on Defender. So in 20 seconds we could go again. So that's the cycle basically. So you call everybody back in and then run back through and do it again. Easy money. Okay, let's take a look at the gear, buddy. Everybody loves that. So we'll look at macros real fast first. I got the macros set up for my warrior. So, retaliation is going to be huge. Just retaliation me. I think you need to be level 60 warrior to get access to that. What else do I use? Oh, defender. My defender macro just looks like this. It's like defender, me, weight 2. Dodge, me, weight 2, and then focus. So dodge and focus. I think dodge helps with counter and evasion, and then focus gives critical hit rate and accuracy. Nice! That's why I like monk. Seems like it's pretty brain dead. I got a chakra macroed in there just in case. It gives you like a nice 300 hit point boost if you're getting fucked. I don't use my berserk macro. It seems like it's kind of a toss-up between attack and defense. So the big thing is to make sure you cancel defender when you're down there. Otherwise, you're only hitting for like 300 per weapon skill as opposed to like 500 and up. So make sure you take defender off. And then the Fell Cleave macro, pretty simple. I just put a weight 1 in there with Fell Cleave weight 2. So equip set 61 is the strength. So Fell Cleave is a 60% strength modifier, and then equip sate. What the sate? Set is 63, which is my haste. Other than that, I do have a movement set if you wanted to try to run faster. It's the Kupo suit, so I don't know if I don't think I like losing the defense for the movement speed. But if I had the boots, I'd probably do that. Okay, so we talked about that. Let's look at the gear. Right, like as I said before, strength. You're going to want strength, buddy. Put that strength in there. You're going to want to keep the torque on full time. So, like I said, the X tab has the Great Axe skill +3. That's from Domain Invasion. I'm not sure which guy that's from. Is that from the Lion? Are you lying, Chris? I don't know. I got the Pole Grip. So, if you are having trouble getting the weapon skill to show up in your list, unequip, re-equip. Cinderstone. Picked this up recently. Thanks Box and the team. So we were running some of the level 60 dragons for dragon slaying, and it drops the Cinderstone. I'm sure you could put whatever else in here, but since Fell Cleave is a strength modifier, you need that strength. And then, this is a huge grab, buddy. I got my Conqueror's Helm. Hell to the yes. So that's more dragon slaying. You need 2,500 points. Or I think the dragon from Maripod Mountains drops it. I don't know, but that's 8 strength. You could also probably throw in an Asgar. That's +4. You could throw in your Mat's Cap. I think Mat's Cap would probably be the best option. That's 7. So get your jobs up there, guy. Got a 15 jobs to 75. Get your Mat's Cap. And then Fortitude Torque, right? That's huge. Gonna need that for the skill. Gotta leave that in full time. Stay tuned to the channel. I think I'm going to try to solo this guy. So I'll put a channel out. Oh my God. I got chili in this bowl, buddy. I got some chili. So I'll try to do a video on how to solo that with some trusts and stuff. Picking up the Brutal Earring. So Sagira, give me that Brutal Earring for 75 coins. It's now here on Cat's Eye. It's your daily sea quests. So just go to the wiki, look up Storming Sea. Like this, go to wiki, bring up your launcher, bring up your wiki, and here you go. So Storming Seas right here, and then the dragon slaying stuff is here. That's if you want to know more information. Read it! But Chris, why won't you tell me? I got the Estir ear pendant. This is from your login stuff. Go talk to your Port Moogle, and you can trade your points in. I got that from my daily login rewards. I think you get 200 points per day. And it's on a certain rotation. This is huge, buddy. I got this like 3 days ago. I got my Ares Cure Ass. My yes. So do your VNM, do your Venture Notorious Monsters whenever you see a thing in the chat, just like this. Right here. Populox. Whatever's stirring at K10 Battalion Downs is to reveal itself. So this is a Venture's Notorious Monster. And once you do those, each place has a random chance to drop the salvage gear. So you get the 15, the 25, the 35 piece. And then you can do a quest. So let's take a look. Just go over to Ventures. And then it is Venture EXP bosses. Here you can see, kind of talks about the salvage gear that it drops, augments, where to go. There is a lady. Go talk to this. Hey, lady! Talk to her, give her your pieces and then some materials. So it's like gold coins or imperial coins and then like some auction house synth material. But if you're farming for a particular guy, you're like, I need the 15 or the 25, or you can see which ones drop what. I got a list over here because I'm old, so I wrote on a pad of paper. But that way you can see which ones you need from where. And there you go. Easy money. So we got the Aries. Running the Oncleonis's bracelets. Is that how you say that? I don't know. You can buy this off the auction house, but it's more strength. You can also get a moldy buckler from killing Gygus on... Is it Gigas or Gygus? It's Geico. Save on insurance. Are they a sponsor now? Nope. But you can get yourself some bracelets by fighting a Gigas. Flame ring, more auction house goldsmithing gear. Get your rings, get it stronger. I bought the Chooch mantle off the auction house. Pretty expensive. But I think you could throw in like an Amant mantle or an Cerberus mantle. I think those are like 10 or 20k or something. Bobcat belt. Whoa, I pulled this out of the box. So the goblin box gave me a good old shiner. He was like, here's something good for all your bad luck there, Chuckles. I said, thanks, friend. So I got the Bobcat belt. Otherwise, I think you got to fight Diablos 2.0 to get this. Warwolf belt would also be fine. You need strength. Warriors Cusises. John Cusis. That is Dynamis Juno? I don't know. It's from Dynamis. And then Asgar Gambieris. Childish Gambino. Strength on the boots. I think that was from your daily goblin quests. Talk to Goldilocks or whatever. Lower Juno. I think it's 9,000 shards or something. And then you get the boots. I wouldn't do Nizul Isle. It's way too tough. Just do your dailies. Okay, let's look at the haste setup. So for the haste build, that's the weapon skill set. Okay. And then for the haste build, do I know my controls? For the haste build, I'm looking at right here. So got the Conch Helm, that is for haste. Torque, right? Brutal Earring. I don't know why I got that in there. I'm sure I could put something else. Like a Bushinamini or something. I don't know. Got the Curran's Osode. So we're running an Osode just for the vitality. We need to kind of be tanky here. Let's see. Look at this. You can look at the augments. I've got some stuff augmented here. So, got the augments. You can do custom augments on the server. So, double attack if you want to know what and who and how and why. And it is over on the left side of the screen. Right here. Just check out abjuration stuff. And then it shows you your Osode and what you got to do and how you got to do it and who you got to do. So send me those pictures. What? Okay. So I'm running the full God set. I got the coats. I don't know, store TP. And then defending ring. So you're going to need to be, for this initial pull, you're going to need to be somewhat tanky. So I've tried to throw on extra stuff to help me survive the run from the top to the bottom. I have runs from the bottom as well. But your defending ring can get, it can be a reward if you hit rank 10 and level 75. I picked the defending ring. Number one choice! Divisor ring. Pulled that from the box, buddy. So lucky pull there. I got the Estir mantle. Nirutu sash. So finish your treasures missions, get that done. Bayako's got the God roll. Master cleave. And then got some haste. So there you go, friends. Get out there, get your cleaving done. Like I said, I'll be putting out some more videos. Okay, we got a Hakutaku solo coming out. I'll be doing some Dynamis stuff solo, and we'll be checking it out. So make sure you subscribe and like and all the things that YouTube says to do. All right, fellas, I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Later.